Okay, then we start again with the verse 57 of Shri Vilapa Kusumanjali. O Devi, goddess, when will you, while you are eating, affectionately give me, whose heart is dedicated to you, the nectarian remnants from your lotus-like mouth? O Devi, goddess, when will you, while you are eating, affectionately give me, whose heart is dedicated to you, the nectarian remnants from your lotus-like mouth? Explanations. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami falls on the bank of Sri Radhakund and laments pitifully. Ah, Swamini, I am passing my time in great pain. Because the lamp of hope is still burning. If you are not merciful, then what's the use of my living in Vraj? Ah, Swamini, I am passing my time in great pain, because the lamp of hope is still burning. If you are not merciful, then what's the use of my living in Braj? What's the use of my maintaining my life, this body? That is only burning with separation. What's the use even of attaining Krishna to me? Actually, without Srimati Radharani's mercy, Krishna can never be attained. Srila Narottam Das Thakur sings, anyone who decorates one's body with Radhika's foot dust easily gets Giridhari. I praise any great soul who takes shelter of Radhika's lotus feet. I like to read this all again. Ah, Swamini, I'm passing my time in great pain, because the lamp of hope is still burning. If you are not merciful, then what is the use of my living in Braj? What's the use of my maintaining my life that is only burning with separation? What's the use even of attaining Krishna to me? Actually, without Srimati Radharani's mercy, Krishna can never be attained.
So Gora Sundaram, so could you explain, maybe many devotees maybe want your explanation. Without Srimati Radharani's mercy, Krishna can never be attained. So this is, I think, this beautiful point. Could you explain in this for us? This will be very good.
Many possibilities. So we know Krishna is a naughty boy, right? You never know where he is. He is sometimes with the cows, sometimes with the gopis. So it's hard to attain him. But his main shelter, his only real shelter is Radhika. And if you like to attain his lotus feet, we only need to take shelter on Radharani, become her servant. Because Krishna, after all, after tasting different maybe gopis, sakis, he will never be fully satisfied. And after all, he will searching to our Swamini. And for sure he will come and search her. And so, if we are the shadow of Radhika, it's easy to attain Krishna. Otherwise we cannot. Krishna is always looking for her. We heard many things, many stories when he is in Dwaraka, how he is suffering there. Nighttime he is crying. Why he is crying? He is only missing our Swamini. So under all circumstances, he will come to our Radhika's Kunja and he will begging. He becomes in Vrindavan, he becomes a beggar. We cannot imagine this. The controller of whole universe becomes beggar in Vrindavan to get our Swamini's mercy. That she will agree that he will enter the Kunja. And who will be there to handle this moment? He will be there asking. We know from our Tulasi. He will asking, oh please, give a good word to my Swamini that she will let me in. And so we are there in that door, we can say, in the door of the Kunja. So it's not that we need to search for Krishna. If we are a Manjari, he will come to us, to our Swamini. This is the beauty of the Manjari Bhav. So our goal is not Krishna. Our goal is Swamini. And Krishna, for sure, he will come because he is searching for his Swamini. This is what I feel, but maybe there are many other reasons. Swamini is the key point to reach Krishna. She is the one who is really in Krishna consciousness because she is his whole life. She is the heart of Krishna. He cannot live without her. And so it's easy to get Krishna when we are the shadow of Swamini. This is what I learned from Gurudev and from the Vilapa Kusumanjali. Actually, without Srimati Radharani's mercy, Krishna can never be attained. That's the beauty. And so we become a Manjari. We try to be Manjari. And then Krishna automatically will be attained. Jai Gurudev. Happy to see you. Radhe. Anyone who decorates one's body with Radhika's foot dust easily gets Giridhari. Giridhari is Krishna, right? I praise any great soul who takes shelter of Radharani's lotus feet. This is Narottam Das Thakur's words. So, in that case, we take shelter, we try to take shelter on Radharani's lotus feet. So then automatically we will attain Krishna. Jainanaji, you agree?
Yes, agree.
You like to add?
No, I just, Gurudev was saying, Krishna could know by his internal potency, Radharani.
Mm.
And the last time, we are reading together with you, I want to read this, So, Shri Radhika is the essential portion of that Hladini potency, and she delights both the Lord and the devotees in this way. Within the Lord, she appears as Hladini Swarupini, and within the devotee, she appears as Bhakti Rupa. So
Beautiful.
Means Radhika give us Bhakti and also Prema. So without Prema, without Bhakti, how can we get to Krishna? And also, Radhika does not, Krishna does not happy without Radhika, what you mentioned. And then Manjari is working in bring Radhika to, or bring Krishna to Radhika's lotus feet, lotus hand actually. So this is, and Gurudev always is showing us this Radhika's
Yes.
and even
Right, yes.
even Bhagavad Gita also, last verse, last explanation of 18th chapter 78. Our normal condition is in the Hladini potency, pleasure-giving potency. So this is Gurudev always show us Radhika. So, and without massive Radhika, we cannot do anything. Without we cannot do anything.
Glory, glory to the holy name of Radha.
And then this Radhika's mercy comes through Gurudev,
Yeah.
her Manjari, or her maid servants. So that I feel it.
So beautiful. Glory, glory to the holy name of Radha that resides in Vrindavan. And that is the jewel of Krishna's Leela. Fate has deprived me, but not letting me hear the glorification of Radha. Fate has deprived me by not letting me hear the glorification of Radha. Again, glory, glory to the holy name of Radha that resides in Vrindavan, and that is the jewel of Krishna's Leela. Fate has deprived me by not letting me hear the glorification of Radha. Anyone who associates with Radha's devotees and speaks about her rasa, her leelas and her love will attain Ganashyam, Krishna. But anyone who is against this will never attain perfection. Let us not even hear these people's names. That sounds a little radical. Not even hear these people's names. Anyone who associates with Radha's devotees and speaks about her rasa, her leela and her love will attain Ganashyam, Krishna. Because automatically he will be there where her name is praised. Immediately he is there. But anyone who is against this and not likes to listen Radhika's Leela, Radhika's name, and Radhika's glory and love will never attain perfection. So we understand the meaning of perfection is the association of Radhika's devotees. In this description, we can understand like this: to reach perfection is the association of Radha's devotees, because they are praising her name, her rasa, her leela, and her love. So this is perfection. And let us not even hear the people's names who not do like this. Because the controller is not the goal. Many speaks about the controller. The whole world is like this. To listen from controller, Almighty God. I get something from him. I need. But those are rare to find who glorifying Radhika's name, Radhika's rasa, Radhika's leela, and Radhika's love. So we can see what is the beauty in our Gurudev's line. It's really this association, and today we are again together with Radha's devotees. So we are very lucky that you all here, and we can share Radhika's Leela, Radhika's love, Radhika's rasa, and her name.
Radhe, Radhe, I'm a little bit astonished because it's very strictly, when it's in the last sentence, let us not even hear these people's names who are not the followers, not the devotees of Radha. And when there's Krishna disciple, it means not to connect with him. This is, for me, it's astonishing, because in Vilapa Kusumanjali everything is very soft and not the same mood.
That you have to ask Narottam Das Thakur. He wrote this. He can give better answer why he said this.
But there are many devotees here with a good feeling. Maybe someone else can answer this question.
Ade, can I share something on this?
Wow.
Hi, Suniti.
That is neat.
Actually, it will be very clear if we read the next paragraph, which is the last verse of Narottam Das Thakur's song. Radhika charana reno bhushana koriyatanu anayase bhave giridhari. He says, "Oh brother, when you sing Krishna's name, you will get Radhika's lotus feet. And when you sing Radha's name, you will get Krishna Chandra." So this cannot be separated. And he is speaking strongly about those who are against this. Because they try to separate Radha from Krishna. This is aparat. This is against love. So like this is why he is so strong. But the normal devotees of Krishna, they have nothing against Srimati Radhika. Maybe they don't know so much about her yet. But there are also worshippers of Krishna. They maybe neglect Srimati Radhika. So Narottam Das Thakur is writing his Prema Bhakti Chandrika because he wants to share about Prem. So Srimati Radhika is Prem. How can you not, how can you not mention her? Because she is Krishna's Prem. Krishna Prema Mai Radha. Radha Prema Maya Hari. Like this is very important point. So he becomes very clear on this. That's my understanding. It seems that there are people who are against this, and they will not attain perfection. Maybe somebody else has more to say about that, but that's what I feel.
Radha, if I can take the chance. Dandavat Pranam Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam to all Vaishnavas. Yes, this saying of Narottam Das Thakur is quite straight, right? But I remember there are also other commentaries similar. One other commentary is that I will never go to that impure place where a proud hypocrite is worshipping Krishna without Radhika. So Vaishnavas Gaudiya Vaishnava very strictly without Radhika. What is meaning of Mahaprabhu? They are together, only together, Radha Krishna. And as Gurudev is many times saying, Sadhu Salvadan. We have to be very careful if we want to develop higher consciousness. Very careful. I have to be very careful. I cannot make any aparada. I cannot make any mistakes to the Vaishnavas. I better not go to places where it is a different mood. There is big danger. I will feel wrong. I will not have a loving attitude. I cannot keep, for my protection, I don't want to go there. I have to be very careful. I have a bad tendency to judge. If I see maybe somebody different mood, then I will maybe do some offense. But also Gurudev is so many times saying, Nir aparada nama loy taha prem karoy udoy. Only if we do practice without offense, prema can arise. So better I don't go to that place where is a different mood, where people worshipping Krishna alone. It's not my mood. They can do. I give my dandavats, Radhe Radhe, but I not go there. So they are very protecting their sadhana, protecting themselves, because it's not to do offense to Vaishnava. Also one meaning, maybe other also meaning, but also this is a very important point. I want to protect myself, my sadhana. I don't want to do offense to Vaishnava, and I will not go there. It will not improve my mood. I want to associate with those who can help me to increase in my similar mood, same mood, higher than me. Very easy for my case, but who are more advanced, I want to associate with those people on the same path. Shri Radhe, Dhanyavad.
Very nice, Kanaya. That's very nice. This is our mood. And it is a blessing of Narottam Das when he speaks like this. Because if we are not one-pointed, then today we go in this class, and tomorrow we go in another class, in another mood. And what is the result of this? We are not in one line. We are mixed. No power, no real relation. So we don't know who we really are. So this is a protection. When he said, anyone who associates with Radha's devotees and speaks about her rasa, her lila, and her love will attain Ganashyam.
So
This is a blessing, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a clear hint how to behave in our spiritual life. Not to be like nomads. They have no real home. Today they are here, tomorrow they are there. Or tourists. Gurudev like this, speak about tourists who are traveling all over Vrindavan and looking here and looking there. But we have a fixed goal. So we are no more tourists. And so we can see it is a blessing, this hint to be one-pointed of Narottam Das.
So Gora, can I share a little to add?
Please, please.
Very beautiful point, Suniti Didi and Kanai Bhaiya. And I want to add one thing. If we worship Krishna, means God consciousness. Gurudev often say, God, conception of God and conception of absolute truth is not same level. So if we worship only Krishna, only then we are God consciousness. We are feeling His controller. So in that consciousness, we cannot understand Braja Prema or how to speak Radha Mohan's intimate pastime. So if we believe only Krishna and then does not think about Radha without his energy, then we cannot understand Krishna really. And also we cannot enter Braja. So, and the Mahaprabhu's goal is not Krishna. Krishna is ultimate goal of progress. Krishna is not ultimate goal. This is Prabhupada mentioned, Gurudev points out many times. So then, if we assign Krishna, we accept, and Gurudev say, live in soul consciousness. Then slowly and progressively traverse and to attain ultimate goal of life. So this is Radharani. So only Krishna is God consciousness. And we cannot attain ultimate goal of life. So this point I want to add.
Thank you, Dhananda. Oh, brother, when you sing Krishna's name, you will get Radhika's lotus feet. And when you sing Radha's name, you will get Krishna Chandra. I told you this shortly. So now extinguish the pain in your mind. All other topics are simply miserable. Sriman Mahaprabhu instructs us in chanting the dual Radha Krishna name, which consists of 32 syllables, 16 words, and 8 joints. This mantra is called Avanatmaka Nama, which means that one calls out to the Lord with it. It is not just for silent meditation like most other mantras. So, which means that one calls out to the Lord with it, or Taraka Brahmanama, the transcendental savior name. The best way to enter into the Nikunja Mandira and to serve Sri Radhika there is to congratulationally chant this Hare Krishna Sambodhanatmika Nama, a mantra simply consisting of address. Maybe I will read this again. Sriman Mahaprabhu instructs us in chanting dual Radha Krishna name, which consists of 32 syllables, 16 words, and 8 joints. The mantra is called Avanatmaka Nama, which means that one calls out to the Lord with it, or Taraka Brahmanama. The best way to enter into the Nikunja Mandir and to serve Sri Radhika there is to congratulationally chant this Hare Krishna Sambodhanatmika Maka Nam, a mantra simply consisting of address. And here Srila Sanatana Goswami says, the Sri Krishna Nama Sankirtan is the most powerful means to attain the treasure of love of Krishna. It is like a most attractive mantra. Again, words of Sanatana Goswami, the Sri Krishna Nama Sankirtan is the most powerful means to attain the treasure of love of Krishna. It is like a most attractive mantra. The Lord will personally appear before anyone who chants this Nama Sankirtan with an innocent and eager heart. Innocent and eager. Sri Nama Sankirtan will attract the most precious thing, just like a perfect mantra. The Nama Sankirtan will attract the most precious thing, just like a perfect mantra.
Shri Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Shri means Radha. Radha Krishna Nama Sankirtan will bring this jewel, this ripe fruit. But because so many persons are focused only on Krishna, they cannot recognize the deeper meaning of this instruction. But by the mercy of our Gurudev, we got some clear vision that we can make these slight differences. Because Krishna's devotees, they will always glorify their Lord, Krishna, and be focused during this Nama Sankirtana on him. But the Radharani's devotees, they know that Shri is going before Krishna. And for them, Shri is always Radhika. Many translations are about Shri. But devotees who are completely dedicated, because Raghunath is saying in the words, you're dedicated, my heart is dedicated to you. This is Suvrata. My heart is dedicated to you. I am yours and you are mine. For them, Shri means Radhika. And Shri is the opulence, but of what? Of sweetness and beauty of Srimati Radha. When this sweetness and beauty of Srimati Radhika is added with Krishna's name, then real Nama Sankirtana can flow and flood the all three worlds. I just want to say this.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you, Gauranga Sundar. So sweet.
Gaura.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Gauranga Sundar explained so nicely, Shri and Krishna. Many times Baba say, Raso by Saha. Krishna's Rasa. Radhika's Mahababa. So Baba feeling and Rasa mixing become Ananda. So should be, if we want to breathe spiritual highest bliss, should be Radha Krishna combined together. Otherwise, the real Ananda, Paramananda is not, we cannot get it. So this beautiful point, Gauranga Sundara explained. I just a little bit asked.
Yeah. And actually, everybody of us knows before we meet our Gurudev, we was also on this Krishna fixed, right? We were so, Krishna is everything and Krishna. We are not in opposite to Krishna now, but we become Radhika's devotees. We are now fixed on Radhika. We are serving Radhika, and automatically we attain Krishna. But we are not looking for that extra. Our point is one point. It's our Radhika. There is no left and right. We are fixed on Radhika. And this is the mercy of what you said, the mercy of our Gurudev. No one of us had another feeling before. He changed our point of view. He makes us a real person now. We become someone by his mercy. Before we was nobody. We didn't know who we are. I mean, in my case, I can say this. And This is really the beauty. And now we become so pointed on this. And this is the Shakti we got from our Gurudev that makes immense power towards our spiritual life. For this reason, the Bhakti Rasikas, the relishers of devotion, have defined it as the fruit of devotion. It is always the most faultless way to attain the treasure of prema. We speak about the Krishna Nama Sankirtan that was mentioned in the verse we read before. I can again read this. The Shri Krishna Nama Sankirtan is the most, what you say, the Shri Krishna. I will again point this. Shri Krishna Nama Sankirtan is the most powerful means to attain the treasure of love of Krishna. Because without this Shri, there is no meaning of the love of Krishna, because Shri makes him sweet, Shri makes him loving, and this is because of Shri we attain the love of Krishna. It is like a most attractive mantra. The Lord will personally appear before anyone who chants this Nama Sankirtan with an innocent and eager heart. So
who is what is the treasure of prema?
Again?
What is the treasure of prema?
Shri Krishna.
Krishna is a treasure of Radharani. And by her mercy, by the mercy of Radhika and her prema, he will simply come to those who are chanting the Yugala mantra, the mantra of both of them. Because he is the treasure of prema. It means that prema will give him. And someone who is embodiment of prema can only give Krishna. She is giving him the pleasure, Hladini Janadaji was reading, but also she is giving the pleasure potency also to the jiva, to the devotee. When Hladini Shakti, when this pleasure-giving potency comes in the heart of devotee, because his heart is full of devotion, which came from embodiment of devotion, embodiment of prema. And we say Krishna's heart is Radharani. But Radharani's heart, treasure of her heart, which Krishna tried to plunder, to enter in that, is her love, her devotion, causeless, purest, sweet, beautiful, the devotion and love towards him. So the treasure of prema, not just the flowers of prema, not just the sprouts of prema, but the treasure. But treasure and prema are never separate. Wherever prema is holding in her heart his only treasure, Radharani's only treasure is Krishna and her manjaris.
I think we can also experience something like that in this material life. We have, when love appears, You are there? No, I think the connection is going. When love appears, there is not only one person, right? Love appears when there are two, right?
Yeah.
One person, okay, I love myself. It's also nice, but we know the real meaning of love is two. If there is a mother, there has to be a child. If there is a girl, there has to be a boy, right? Then love appears. The potency of love, maybe in both, is there. But love appears when they are meet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even when they see each other. And this similar is with prema, what I feel. So they have to.
Also, the love is there when they are absent.
Yeah, when they never meet, then there is no meaning, right? Never met. When there's
No,
only one.
no, you have met them, but perhaps they're dead. The love continues.
Yeah. And so it's also with prema, right?
Yes.
If there is only one person, if there is only Radhika, how can be there prema?
The relationship.
So she need also Krishna. And if there is only Krishna, how will prema appear? He needs Radhika. So then the prema appears. And the same is with the Manjari. When the Manjari is alone, how can be there prema? But when she meets Radhika, prema appears. There is so much prema. Maybe the rasa is different, right? We have the seva rasa as a Manjari. And so our prema is different. But the prema, the feeling of the prema is so amazing. We even not can imagine now. When we watch Mahaprabhu's behave, when he relished this, he becomes out of control. His body was no controlling. He becomes uncontrolled body in the Gambhira. So he relished this. And the rasa of Krishna and Radhika is different. But the prema is there. And so it's so amazing. And it needs the relation, what Gurudev is always explaining to us. We have to develop a relation in this life towards the divine, towards the spirituality, and towards our Gurudev. Because he is the guarantee of that prema we can get. He is the one who is initially, is it English, initially?
He initiates.
Initiate this. He put it in our heart. We have the opportunity to develop in our life now. And then one day rasa will come if we are developed in this relation, and prema will appear. And then we will become mad. Like our Raghunath Das. He was so mad that he even forgot to eat, to feed this spirit, this material body. He even not drink. He sit there in the sun. He was, for others, he was mad. If you watched such a person from outside and you don't know what is going on, you will 100% think he is completely mad. Look at this person, not eating, not drinking, sitting in the sun. Tigers come around. What has happened there? He must be mad. And so in that case of the material understanding, he is completely mad. And we will become mad if we come to that point of meditation. For this reason, the Bhakti Rasikas have defined it as the fruit of devotion. It is always the most faultless way to attain the treasure of prema. Someone may ask here, I thought that the goal of sadhana bhakti was prema, and that nama sankirtan was also a kind of sadhana. How can it be called the goal then here? I will read again. I thought the goal of sadhana bhakti was prema, and that nama sankirtan was also a kind of sadhana. How can it be called the goal then here? And the answer to that is, it's true. Nama sankirtan brings the treasure of prema, and because the appearance of prema is certain through the practice of nama sankirtan, it is also called the fruit or the result of devotional practice. There is never any exception to that rule, and therefore the saints call nama sankirtan the fruit of devotional practice. Along with smarana, nama sankirtan swiftly enables the practicing devotee to relish the sweetness of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. To go deeper in that now, there is maybe, I don't know, is it a good time now? Maybe is it some kind of homework? I don't know. Maybe you like to explain a little bit? Because here is the goal, and the way to the goal is a little mixed, right? But it's also explained why it is like this. But if you desire, you can also explain this. Or should I read it again?
Please read it again, Gaura.
So, someone may ask here, I thought that the goal of sadhana bhakti was prema, and the nama sankirtan was also a kind of sadhana. How can it be called the goal then here, no? The fruit of devotion.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe?
So, I think we just recently were talking about this. And there was the comparison with the mango. So, a mango is a mango, if it's ripe or if it's unripe. It's a mango. It's just a matter of time that it will become ripe. So Harinam is like a mango. You're practicing Harinam, and at the beginning is unripe. But it's still a mango. And if it will ripen, it will still be a mango. So the beginning, our practice is unripe, but because the attainment of this ripeness is guaranteed, the ripeness of the mango will come. There is no exception of the rule, Babaji is saying. No exception of the rule. If the mango is on the tree, from small it will grow to big, and it will become ripe and sweet and nice tasting. So if we keep on continuous practice of Harinam with faith, love, under the shelter of Rasikas and devotees who are other mangoes, let's say like this, riper mangoes. If we will put one unripe mango, just it come to my mind, in between some ripe mangoes, it will ripen faster. So just come to my mind. That is also the fact. So we have to be in the nice right association to become ripe. Like a mango is the same thing. Sadhana and prema bhakti is a fruit. So it's a fruit of devotion. It's compared to the fruit. Mango is also a fruit. So there's unripe stage of the fruit and ripe stage of the fruit. One is called sadhana, one is called prema. Prema is full of sweetness, and the unripe stage is still a little hard, sour. We all know that. Shirada, sorry.
That's very sweet, Kanai. Yes, I also remember that we had the same subject. And when I came back now from Vrindavan, I was, you know how it goes. You're reflecting a lot, you know, how many things have, you know, touched my heart and what happened and like remembrances. And I remember that I was questioning Gurudev one question. Where is the Manjari Bhav is there a Manjari Bhav in the Shikshastika, in Mahaprabhu's prayers? And actually I was just little forgetful because we had discussed that some years ago. And at that time, when I asked Gurudev the question, somehow it was not the right time. It was, you know, some interruption. And but then I just also shared this with Gauravani on the phone. As it is, you know, Swamini always give the answers. So while I was unpacking my suitcases and this and that, then I just thought, let me listen to one class. Then I scrolled through all my recorded classes and I went to listen to one class when Gurudev was still speaking a lot. So I randomly picked a class, I think it was 2022. And can you guess what? It was the class when we were speaking about how Manjari Bhav is in all the Shikshastika prayers. So here's my, you know, again, my remembrance, it comes back to me. And I thought, oh my God, I completely was out of the topic. I forgot it. So here it comes back. And then also the same subject was like this one here. The Naam and all the prayers of Mahaprabhu for us who are practicing to be and to feel and to develop our Dasi Bhav. It is the prayers or the separation mode of Srimati Radhika. And in that feeling, our service is to console Swamini. So in that mood, we are chanting. We are chanting with the feeling of wanting to assist and to console my Swamini who is in separation mode. And it was beautiful because we were discussing also while chanting, because it's about Nama Sankirtan, how it is the way and also the goal. While chanting, we can have different kinds of mindsets or realizations. And in that class, Gurudev explained, is chanting with the goal in mind, is the chanting of the level of Prem Prayojan. Means we know this is Swamini, because for us Gauranga is our Swamini, who has come here to this planet to, spread Prema Bhakti, Raganuga Bhakti, Rupanuga Bhakti. So Manjari is there also, like Rupa Manjari is there, Rati Manjari is there, they're all there. Lavanga Manjari is there, Champaka Manjari is there. All Manjaris have come to distribute that and to give this to all the souls who are open to receive it. So when we are chanting with this goal in our hearts and with that feeling in my heart, then I'm chanting on the level of Prem Prayojan. Because I'm chanting with the goal or with the mood that I want to attain in my heart. If this is not if this has not happened in my heart, it's not so ripe maybe yet, or I have forgotten, like we do like to forget. Then we are chanting on different levels of realizations. Like we think, okay, I'm a soul, this is the holy name. Or sometimes we think, oh, this is Krishna. And some stages in between. But the more we are purified and getting the feelings of what the holy name, what is contained in the holy name, because there's Radha, is Mohan, and the Manjari, then we have understood that it's all in the holy name. That is the level of Abhideya, chanting in Abhideya, knowing that I am the soul, I want to be, realizing my Swarup. And so I'm chanting in this feeling. Please help me to realize that I am not this body, I have a spiritual identity. And if I'm in the stage of sadhana, of practice, which has not maybe been in touch with Swarup, just with the general idea that I am a soul on the path to the divine love, then that is also a level. So just from this point of view, everything is in the holy name, but it depends with which consciousness I am approaching and praying and meditating on the holy name. So in this way, I don't know if it's right, please correct me. In this way also the holy name, the Nama Sankirtan, is the means, the way, and also the goal.
Beautiful. Very beautiful. I feel like someone who had love, automatically chanting a name. But also if we chant, if mother has love for children, name is coming. Or lover want to remember beloved, already love is there and then now is coming. But also same time, maybe not enough love, but chanting name is then automatically attached. And love is increasing. So similarly, this chanting name is, if someone has prema, also chanting name, also someone want to attain prema, also they are chanting. And also Suniti Didi makes so good point. I was just meditating. Sometimes devotee may ask questions. Because the best way to enter into the Nikunja Mandira, here mentioned, this is congregation chanting Hare Krishna. But many devotees chanting, but they may not enter Nikunja Mandira. Why that? This answer Suniti did say, because consciousness is different. Like I say, Ajamila chanting Narayan, but that name is not directly meant to the Lord Narayan. It's some names. So this kind of nama bus, not fixing, little bit So therefore, they are not to attain goal. I feel similarly basing Radha Kunda. Question may arise. To Beijing Radha Kunda, can we get Gopi Baba? Or Saki Baba? Or Manjari Baba? Or parental, Baba? This question may have it. Probably the answer is same as like Suniti did said. What kind of meditation we may have, what kind of relationship we want to have. According to in this consciousness, we may get. Because I'm seeing so many Vaidhi Bhakta basing Radha Kunda, or so many materialist people basing Radha Kunda. But also Shuddha Bhakta also basing Radha Kunda. But the result is not the same because consciousness and feeling, love is not the same. So I feel Swinti makes so good point. And someone who has love also chanting name, some does not have want to desire to have love. Also, if chanting, we may attain. So therefore, this is amazing. In the material world, sadhana and the sadhya, way and goal is generally speaking different. But the spiritual world, especially this nama, chanting a holy name is sadhana and also sadhya. This is, I think, very, very deep meaning in it. But we have to understand properly, proper consciousness, proper feeling, which we could learn from Gurudev. Without Gurudev's help, without Rashika Vaishnava's help, we cannot understand it. I hope I may get some mercy from Gurudev. I may understand properly one day. So that's how I feel it. Radha.
Thank you, Jananda. So nice. And therefore the saints call Nama Sankirtan the fruit of devotional practice. Along with Smarana, Nama Sankirtan swiftly enables the practicing devotee to relish the sweetness of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. Sri Raghunath experienced the wonderful rasa of Sri Radha's sweetness in his heart. When the viewer sees a most lovely thing, he feels ecstatic and astonished. The narrowing of his consciousness will cease and his consciousness will be expanded. That's why the Alankara Shastras or scriptures on metaphor call astonishment the life force of rasa. Again, Sri Raghunath experienced the wonderful rasa of Sri Radha's sweetness in his heart. When the viewer sees a most lovely thing, he feels ecstatic and astonished. The viewer sees, no? The narrowing of his consciousness will cease, and his consciousness will be expanded. His consciousness will be expanded. That's why the Alankara Shastras call astonishment the life force of rasa. Astonishment is the life force of rasa.
Sorry, this is a confirmation of Uddhava's lecture on Thursday. Therefore, this topic of astonishing, being astonished, was also very fine pointed out.
Very
It's not of comprehending. It's a question of heart beating, of astonishing.
We see something never saw before. See means relishing. See, not imagination. There is a difference of reading about something and see something. With divine eyes, if we see something, for sure, we will be astonished.
It's about listening to the jingling of the ankle bells. It's more subtle to listen. The ears
when the viewer sees, it's here in this.
Please listen.
When the viewer sees a most lovely thing, he feels ecstatic and astonished.
So Gora, can I little bit explain?
Please, yes.
This is a kind of definition of rasa. Sometimes we don't understand rasa. Rasa is, generally speaking, say juicy, and sometimes fragrance, sometimes like a taste. But this rasa is material rasa and spiritual rasa, or divine rasa. So now, definition is we are saying spiritual rasa, divine rasa. What is definition of spiritual rasa? This Baba explains this definition. Definition is spiritual divine rasa is one symptom is astonishing. Wow. And the second thing is rasa is expanding. So here, this Raghunath Das, as Kusumanjali, in his heart, he saw the wonderful rasa of radical sweetness. So radical also spiritual divine rasa. Radha Mohan has their tasting divine rasa. This symptom is, say, astonishing and too ecstatic and expanding, never stop, never static, always moving, increasing, because Radha Mohan is a kind of competition. So Radhika see Krishna's face, Krishna's feeling, and then Radhika's face more beautiful. And then Krishna see Radhika's beautiful face, Mohan's face and feelings more increasing. So this is difference of material rasa and spiritual rasa. So spiritual rasa means astonishing. Oh my God, wow. And also expanding. In this material body, we cannot understand. By the mercy of Gurudev, we feel spiritual body, and then we may understand. Wow. Amazing. Increasing. Expanding. This is Govardhan. Wow. So sorry. This I want to, this kind of, this rasa is very divine. And Kusumanjali was feeling and tasting by eyes. So Manjari's beauty is complete pure. And also not only viewer, whatever they need help, always ready to serve, help their pastime. So sometimes, for me, like a materialistic person, we cannot understand what mean rasa. Many people say like juicy, fragrance, and taste. But this Baba mentioned astonishing, ecstatic, increasing. That is definition of rasa. So sorry, I just.
Radhe, when I listened to you, it came to me when we are going to Kirtan in the evening to Arati. And now there are so many devotees. It starts often very soft. And then there are coming more and more devotees, more and more singing kirtan and mridanga and all the instruments. And it was stronger and more, ecstatic at the end. And when you come, maybe you're all astonished and say, what is going on here? It's the air is vibrating. And my feeling is that Swamini loves this. When we all together, this is the meaning of Sangha, we go together in this ecstatic kirtan. And it's increasing. Maybe a material example for this, what I experience here in the evenings the most time. Can this
Why
be?
do you think it is material? It is spiritual.
Oh, sir.
No, spiritual.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sankirtan is completely spiritual.
Ah,
Evening kirtan is spiritual, not material.
where it depends where the consciousness is or not. Is it all?
But ecstatic means spiritual.
If it's material for you, then it's material.
No.
For someone who is spiritual, it's spiritual. Same activity can be material, but holy name is never material. It's only question of consciousness. So this is the point. But your heart feels.
Yes.
I feel that your heart feels this transcendental ecstasy,
Yes.
actually. But mind is translating it.
You're right. Thank you, Radhe.
So it's similar here, the descriptions. We are listen, of course, of Raghunath Das realizations. We not realize in the same way he realized. What he see, we may imagine by his explanations, but we not see in that case he see. Because he has divine eyes and he is he's direct connected to his spiritual body and he can see Radhika directly and he is sharing this. And when we read it, we can listen that and we do some imagination in our mind. But we don't see. Maybe someone of you, I don't know, is blessed and can see this in real. How Gurudev said about his guru, he said, he is there. He is there. He is in the Leela. Right, Gurudev? Of our Radha Govinda Das Babaji, he was in the Leela. He is in the Leela, not he was. It's not a pastime. And so, if it is described what Sudevi said, the jingling of the bells, we can imagine, but we not hear the jingling because we have no spiritual ears. If we have spiritual eyes and spiritual ears, we can listen jingling and we see the Leela with these eyes. But in that case, it's only a description and we have some imaginations, right? So we can imagine how it is. But on that point of a realization of our spiritual body, we can be there and see and listen, touch, everything. All spiritual senses are working there. And we use all our spiritual senses in the service. So this is a difference between imagination of a description of someone else and to be there personally in our Manjari bath. Sri Raghunath experienced the wonderful rasa, experience, not listen or whatever. He experienced, he is there, of Sri Radha's sweetness in his heart. When the viewer sees a most lovely thing, he feels ecstatic and astonished. The narrowing of his consciousness will cease, I don't know, and his consciousness cease, will be expanded. His consciousness will be expanded. That's why the Alankara Shastras call astonishment the life force of rasa. Rase sharas chamatkaro yamvina naraso rasa. On the one hand is the great sweetness of Radha that enchants even world-enchanting Krishna. And on the other hand, there is Srimad Das Goswami's great passionate love for Radha that causes a wonderful astonishment in his mind and makes him thirst for her direct devotional service. And by his example, he also makes us thirsty for this, even we not relish. But he is sharing, and this sharing makes us also thirsty for Radhika's direct devotional service. Sri Rupa Goswami gives the following definition of the word anurag. Anurag is a lasting and even increasing attraction to something which is being experienced all the time. Anurag is a lasting and even increasing attraction to something which is being experienced all the time. This anurag makes the beloved object appear to be ever fresh. This anurag makes the beloved object appear to be ever fresh. This thirsty anurag is clearly seen in all of the verses of Vilapa Kusumanjali. This thirsty anurag is clearly seen in all of the verses of Vilapa Kusumanjali. The lamentations of Sri Raghunath Das, who was greatly afflicted by feelings of separation before leaving the manifest plane or passing away, are heartbreaking and cause the hearts of the devotees to melt. Again, anurag is a lasting and even increasing attraction to something, which is being experienced all the time, to something what is experienced all the time. This anurag makes the beloved object appear to be ever fresh.
Wow. Laura, I would like to a little bit, because
yes,
I was just remembering that Gurudev always explain
Rag and Anurag. Rag is when you are meditating on Srimati Radhika, but you don't feel her response yet. It's like you're waiting for response, you're waiting for sign, you're waiting for realizations and more feelings. And Anurag is when there is a mutual exchange of love. Means Manjari and Srimati Radhika, they are meeting, they are together, and Manjari is serving. So just when you were reading this, I felt that because Raghunath Das Goswami, as Tulsi Manjari, he is always in the feelings with Swamini. And also Swamini is always in feelings with her. It's always increasing. Even when they are separated, even when he is in his sadhaka deha, this underlying feeling that he has, my Swamini is always with me, I want to be more with my Swamini in direct experience, as you nicely explained. And that feeling, it can only be there because he has some realizations and some feelings and some experience. It's just like when we love our Gurudev and we have been, many times together, and we know that Gurudev is also loving us, and we have some firm feeling of this in my heart. Then even though I have this feeling in my heart, I always feel like I want to increase the meeting, and I want to, in separation times, I want to increase the feelings of yearning for meeting, in all different levels. We don't only meet when we are together in person, but we meet in our feelings. We meet in our meditations, and finally, we will meet at the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. So that was a nice, I think, I could feel what Baba was writing, that these feelings, once they have been established between the two who are loving each other, the feelings will never stop and they will always increase. And they want to be more and more increased, and they want to be more and more experienced. And that's why Anurag is when they are both feeling for each other. I don't know if this is right, Gurudev. Gurudev, how are you, Gurudev?
Nice, open the light.
Good, very nice.
Jai. How are you feeling, Gurudev? We are missing you.
Good. Only voice is not there.
Voice is still not there. Okay.
But Anurag,
Anurag is there, Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. I read this last line once again, and then I think we are also reached the end of this today sharing, right? What time is it?
6.
Vrindavan,
Oh, yeah.
6.
My
6.
God.
Okay, one last line, because I feel this explanation of Anurag is so beautiful and ever fresh.
Can you
Anurag,
start yes.
yes, Suniti?
Can you start from the top?
From Anurag is the last thing.
Yes, I would.
And even increasing attraction to something which is being experienced all the time. This Anurag makes the beloved object appear to be ever fresh. This thirsty Anurag is clearly seen in all of the verses of Vilapa Kusumanjali. The lamentations of Sri Raghunath Das, who was greatly afflicted by feelings of separation before leaving the manifest plane, before he passed away, are heartbreaking and cause the hearts of the devotees to melt. So let our hearts melt now and to enter in this anurag. Jai Gurudev. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.